Day 0. You're visiting a small village in Central Africa. A friend offers you bushmeat, freshly hunted. You eat it without a second thought. Somewhere in that meal, a thread-shaped virus slips into your body. Ebola has found its new host, you. Within hours, Ebola finds your dendritic cells, the sentinels of your immune system. It invades them, hijacks them, shuts them down. These cells were supposed to sound the alarm. Instead, they go silent. Your body has no idea it's under attack. Day 2. Day 3. You feel completely normal. You go to work. You laugh with friends. But inside you, Ebola is replicating. Each virus produces thousands of copies. They spread through your blood to your liver, spleen, and lymph nodes. A silent invasion. Day 4. You wake up shivering. Your head pounds. Your muscles ache like you've been beaten. You think it's just the flu. You take some paracetamol and crawl back to bed. It's not the flu. It's the beginning of the end. Here's why Ebola is so lethal. The virus produces a protein called VP24. It breaks into your cell's nuclei and smashes the signaling pathway. Your T cells never get activated. Your antibodies never deploy. Your immune army stands down whilst the enemy multiplies. Day 5. Your temperature hits 39 degrees. Your throat burns. Swallowing feels like glass. A strange rash, flat red spots, spreads across your chest and arms. Your eyes turn bloodshot. The doctors start to suspect something far worse than influenza. Day 6. The vomiting begins. Not ordinary vomiting. Violent, uncontrollable retching that empties your stomach and keeps going. Then comes the diarrhea. Liters of fluid pour out of you every hour. You're losing water faster than anyone can replace it. Your liver, the organ that makes blood-clotting proteins, is being eaten alive. Ebola invades liver cells, replicates inside them, and bursts out, destroying each one. Without clotting factors, your blood begins to lose the ability to seal wounds. Any wounds. Day 7. You're rushed to an isolation ward. Doctors wear full hazmat suits to enter your room. You're hooked up to intravenous fluids. There's no cure, no magic drug. All they can do is pump fluids in and hope your body fights back. Now your immune system finally wakes up. But it's too late for precision. It panics. A massive cytokine storm erupts. Your own defense system floods your body with inflammatory chemicals. It attacks everything: healthy tissue, blood vessels, organs. Your body is at war with itself. Day 8. The rash deepens. Red spots turn purple. Your skin becomes fragile, so thin that a blood pressure cuff leaves bruises. Tiny blood vessels beneath your skin are bursting. Petechiae, pinpoint hemorrhages, dot your body like a grotesque constellation. Day 9. Your blood is betraying you. A condition called disseminated intravascular coagulation takes hold. Tiny clots form everywhere at once, using up all your clotting factors. Paradoxically, this means you can no longer stop bleeding anywhere. Your blood is broken. Day 10. Blood seeps from your gums. It pools in your eyes. It drips from your nose. Every needle puncture from an IV becomes an unstoppable leak. Blood appears in your vomit, in your stool. This is hemorrhagic fever at its worst. Your kidneys stop filtering blood. Urine output drops to nothing. Toxic waste builds up in your system. Your adrenal glands, the ones that regulate blood pressure, are destroyed by the virus. Your blood pressure crashes. Your organs starve for oxygen. Day 11. The confusion sets in. You can't recognize the people around you. Cerebral edema, swelling of your brain, distorts your thoughts. Some patients have seizures. Others slip into delirium. You're losing the ability to understand what's happening to you. Day 12. Your liver, kidneys, and adrenal glands have all but shut down. Fluid leaks from your damaged blood vessels into surrounding tissues. Your body swells grotesquely. Breathing becomes a desperate struggle. Each organ failure triggers the next, a cascade of collapse. Hypovolemic shock. Your body has lost so much fluid and blood that your heart can no longer maintain circulation. Your pulse races but grows weaker. Your skin turns cold and gray. Your consciousness fades. Most Ebola patients who reach this stage never wake up. This is why understanding deadly viruses matters. Knowledge is the only weapon against nature's most terrifying creations. If you want more videos explaining the science behind life and death, subscribe now. Hit the bell, like and share. Help spread knowledge, not disease. Day 14. Your heart stops. Not dramatically, not suddenly. It simply gives up. After days of fighting, of bleeding, of burning from within, your body has nothing left. Brain death follows minutes later. The average Ebola victim dies 6 to 16 days after first symptoms. Even in death, you remain lethal. Your body is teeming with billions of Ebola virions. Every drop of your blood, every fluid, every surface you touched is dangerous. Burial teams must wear full protective gear. In many outbreaks, funeral rituals spread the virus further. 1976. A village called Yambuku in Zaire, now the Democratic Republic of Congo. A schoolteacher named Mabalo Lokela develops a sudden fever. Days later, he's dead. Within weeks, 280 people die. The fatality rate, 88%. The Yambuku Mission Hospital had only 5 syringes for 12,000 patients a month. Nurses rinsed them with warm water between injections. That was it. One infected needle passed Ebola from patient to patient. 11 of 17 hospital staff died. The hospital shut down. 2014. West Africa. The largest Ebola outbreak in history tears through Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. 28,600 infected. 11,300 dead. A case fatality rate of 40%. Health systems collapse. The world watches in horror. There is no proven cure for Ebola. Treatment is supportive. Fluids, electrolytes, oxygen. Experimental drugs exist, but access is limited. In remote African villages, there are no hospitals, no isolation wards, no IV drips. People die at home, infecting their families. If you survive, and roughly half do, the nightmare doesn't end. Survivors report crippling joint pain, chronic headaches, blurred vision, and hearing loss for months afterwards. Some develop inflammation of the eyes. The virus can hide in semen for over a year. Where does Ebola come from? Fruit bats. They carry the virus without getting sick. When humans hunt them, butcher them, or eat them, the virus jumps species. Every major Ebola outbreak started with one moment of contact between humans and infected wildlife. To put it in perspective, the flu kills about 0.1% of those infected. Ebola kills between 25 and 90%. In some outbreaks, 9 out of 10 people who caught it died. This isn't a disease. It's a massacre. Could Ebola cause a global pandemic? Unlikely. Unlike COVID, Ebola doesn't spread through the air. It requires direct contact with bodily fluids. It kills so fast that patients rarely travel far. But in our connected world, one infected passenger on a plane changes everything. Behind every statistic is a person. A mother who bled to death while her children watched. A doctor who caught the virus from a patient they tried to save. A village where funerals became death sentences. Ebola doesn't just kill, it destroys communities. So why does it suck to die from Ebola? Because your own body becomes the weapon. Your blood turns against you. Your organs dissolve. You are conscious for most of it. Remember this. Respect the virus. Be grateful you're only watching this on a screen.